was my favorite day of the whole week. House cleaning day.
But don't you feel better now?
Oh, yes.
So we used to have cleaning day on, this is Jill for today. We used to have cleaning day on Saturdays. It was cast in stone. There were no deviations. Saturday. Well, then, you know, things started getting a little weird around the place. And we said, how about Sunday? Sunday's good. Sunday's good. Because you see, we don't like to go out on the weekends because it's mayhem out there. And we understand, you know, people who work full-time are trying to get stuff done on a Saturday and Sunday. And we've been there, we've done that.
Hey, that's not our problem. Why can't they stay home so we can enjoy it?
And so we get it. It's a horrible thing. We've done it, you know, we did it for 40 years. And so we get it. 40, did we work only 40 years?
It seems like a lot.
Well, you think about it. You know, I went to work at 16. 15. My father's store. Oh, it's 7.
Hey,
oh,
you try lugging pails of horse manure around.
You did, didn't you?
At age 7.
You
yes.
did.
Yeah, I got a nickel a pail.
Tell me about that story. I love that story, actually.
Oh, we used to live near a horse path out by the beach in San Francisco, and my father would pay us a nickel a pail for every bucket of horse manure we got as fertilizer for the garden. So we did it.
Well, how big of a garden would you have?
Oh, we had corn growing in the backyard and rhubarb and all kinds of vegetables. So we had a big backyard.
You did, I know. I mean, I've seen it. So, well, when I was a kid, I'll show you up. When I was a kid, and it was summer vacation, my mother said, I want you and your brother, Tony, and he's 2 years older than me. I was about 7, I think. And she says, I don't want you sitting home all summer long. I want you to, what now?
Is he still 2 years older than you?
He is 2 years older than I am. So she said, I don't want you sitting around the house all summer long. You're going to do something. You know, what I want you to do is I want you to, how she ever got this lame idea, she was ahead of her time. She was on the cutting edge. She said...
Your mother?
Yeah.
She was on some sort of trip, I know that.
She said, I want you to go out and get newspapers, recycle newspapers this summer. Now, I'll tell you, friends, there was no recycling. I guess there was paper recycling, newspaper. And we said, really? She said, yes, I've got a nice big barrel in the, it was about a 30-gallon, oh, no, more than big. Like a garbage can. What's a garbage can? 30 gallons? 40 gallons?
Could be 55 gallons.
It's on wheels. I want you to start hitting the neighborhood, and I want you to go up to everybody's house and get newspapers. And we'll send them into the recycling center, and you'll get the money that, you know. So Tony and I did that every single day. It became like a quest.
They weren't too bright.
Oh.
You and Tony. You fell for that, didn't you?
God. And we were in Fresno, and it's like, oh my God, it's super hot in Fresno. So, anyway, I digress. So it was a quest to see how much paper we could collect. We collected, and we'd find some people who had not gotten rid of their papers for 5 years, and I'm not kidding you. They'd say, oh sure, we've got newspaper, and they'd open up their garage, and my father actually would have to go with the station wagon to pick the paper up because it was more than we could handle. Anyway, the big day comes. We load up the station wagon. We take all this newspaper down to the recycling center. I think we got a total of $7 that we split.
Let's see, $7.
Yeah.
That's $3.50 for 3 months' work. That's not bad.
Oh,
you know,
my
that's
God.
$3.50, what? $1.17 a month.
They said it built his
Boy, were you guys overpaid.
Building character?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll show you something. So anyway, we're off and running. How did we get off on that? Anyway, so we're off and running. Oh, I know. We didn't want to go out on weekends, and I was cleaning house on Saturday and Sunday. Well, now we're cleaning house on Monday. How about I went full circle with that? I did pretty well.
Yeah.
At least I remembered. So now we're going out, and we've got a lot of errands. We've got to go to Trader Joe's. We've got to go to New Seasons, which is like Whole Foods here. What else do we have to do? We have to go to Michael's.
We may go to Sur La Table.
We may go to Sur La Table.
Browns.
So that's what we're up to. What? I'm done talking. You go talk, baby.
I got
talk.
nothing, really, you know.
Now, don't forget, you have to talk louder because of...
Oh, yes, I'll talk louder. Deeper too? Would that help? You know, the scary thing
No.
is this month, obviously, is your birthday at the end of the month.
Yeah.
But it's also my little brother's birthday.
Yeah.
My little brother, who, bless his heart, is still working every day, commuting 45 minutes between home and work.
Yeah.
But he is...
Don't forget to talk loud.
yeah. He's still working. He's going to be 70 this month.
Yeah.
That's
It's
my
tough.
little brother. That just doesn't seem right.
Well, and of course, we could get into a conversation about Social Security, and that my niece, who's 44, just turned 44, says they've got it already planned out. She's going to wait till she's 70 or 75, and of course, by that time, Social Security will have it to where that is a probably mandatory retirement. Where for me, it was 63 was the minimum. But the average was 65. Is that not right? Or 66?
Yes, but my brother still working has nothing to do with Social Security.
No, he doesn't. No. But anyway, I digress. So we're off and running. Honey, say something. I'm just jabbering.
I'm alive. I'm well. I'm happy. I have this beautiful lady to spend my life with.
Oh gosh.
Makes my life a living hell.
It
Don't
does.
tell
I
her.
do. I do. But he loves me.
That's right.
You know, okay, I know you do. We've gotten, this is going to sound really weird, but we've gotten to the age that I'll wake up in the middle of the night, and if he's sleeping real quiet, like real quiet, do you know, I will reach out to make sure he's still alive.
So I got one for you guys out there. We talked the other day about the Hallmark movies, and I've gotten a lot of feedback from sympathetic.
I loved the guy that said, what did he say?
He just says, yeah.
He wears his earbuds.
He wears his earbuds, and occasionally he mumbles something that makes his wife think he's listening. But does your wife do this to you?
Oh no, what?
You're in bed, you're watching television, you hear your wife making little purring noises, so you know she's asleep. So you get up, you shut off the TV, you tuck her in, ready to go to sleep. You're tired too. And she decides she's going to address all the world's problems at that point. It's not until you want to go to sleep.
You know, last night I was hallucinating or something.
Yes, last night
it was so weird.
Extra bizarre, and when Jilford A gets extra bizarre, look out.
I don't know what I was doing. It was almost like I was half asleep. But the things that if I was dreaming, it was like, what was the weird ones I told you?
Oh, I can't even remember.
I can't
I'm still trying to forget.
They were really weird. I can't even remember. Something to do with grass and I don't know. I don't know. It was totally weird. Anyway, yeah, I guess I do that to you. I'm sorry.
It's just part of one of those little things that endears you to me.
Okay.
Well, that's all I have.
Okay.
It's another beautiful day.
Gorgeous day.
The last bit of fall color is still hanging on.
We have had, well, it was early. It was a very early fall. Don't you agree?
Right. We live in basically a city. It's a suburb of Portland of about 100,000 people, and the next town out is, our town runs right into the next town, which is also 100,000 people. So we live in basically a city, and yet the other day we're driving around. It's happened a couple times in the last week.
Oh yeah.
Bald eagles flying overhead.
Yeah.
It was so neat. It's so neat to live in a place where you can see that.
Actually, in town.
Yeah. We used to have to travel all the way to Alaska to see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
Well, all right. We're just about wherever our destination has taken us. And
I'm just high on life.
He's high on life.
High on something. Go ahead.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Well, thanks a lot for coming in. You never know what you're going to get with Jill for today. You just don't. And so we thank you. We love you. We're so happy that you're visiting with us and watching this crazy journey we call life. It is nutso sometimes. And is that it?
That's it.
All right. Well, we will see you all next time. Take care. What? Oh, I thought you were going to say something.